arigato. Sorry for being so late, everyone. It's been a day. It's been a whole day. I'm like reeling a little bit. Can't really talk about it too much. But basically, things might change in the future. Not for Lumin. Lumin's fine. Maybe. No, Lumin's fine. I'm kidding. Lumin is good. Lumin will continue to go as normal, but thanks for the voice inside might change, but we'll 検討させていただきます。Steak and mashed potatoes, yummy! I had hayashi rice. 今日はね、ハヤシライス食べましたよ。Bon appetit! Bon appetit! Change for the better? I'm tentatively hopeful. Again, can't really talk about it at the moment, but it was a very important meeting with the Voice Inside's manager, and I didn't think it wasn't good to be like, oh, that's true, because it was very important. So I was like, oh, okay, we're talking about this today, okay. Darn NDA. It's not like it's an NDA so much as like there's not really much to say, and it's all just in planning stages right now, but it would be really nice if things go well. Let me just put it that way. Hellumin, 来てくれてありがとう。ごめんね、遅くなっちゃった。Alright, we're playing. Alright, but yeah, I am playing Muse Dash today because I wanna. Honestly, I'm really stressed out though, so I'm kind of like, should I play Suika game instead? But it's okay. It's Muse Dash. When I'm stressed, I like to play Suika. But yeah! Steamed veggies, salad, mushrooms. Oh, Spanish rice and beans. いいな! Hayashi rice 最高だよ。最高だよ。Should I try that apple again? Yeah, we should. We'll do it again. Could you email me the rest? I have to go play Muse Dash, basically. Wait, how do I play this game again? Uh-oh. That's okay. Wait. How do I play again? あれ? Oh, wait, ない. あれ? What were the buttons? Was it D and J? I hope so. Uh-oh. F and J? Uh-oh. Oh no. Uh-oh. That's one. Okay. I got it! Sorry, I had forgotten. Oh no. Hey! I might have to play this one again because I had forgotten. Hey. Calming music of Toho. I should really learn this song, like, properly. This is such a good song. It's really hard to do in black and white, though. Ah! Maybe I'm just not smart enough for black and white. Woo! CPU said no. Yabai. CPU ちゃん。ちょっとね、ストレスかかってんだ。あ! My CPU said no. 10 different languages? It's crazy! Wait, who's gonna tell what now? What now? Yeah, that wasn't my best score. Next! Oh, the bad apple. Do you want Switch too? I'm not sure. So, like, the reason I'm not sure about that is because, like, it doesn't really look that good. So I don't know. Are you guys gonna get Switch too? Wait, did I favorite this? Okay, I did. And ooh. CPU trying his best. I'm being so mean to it. Ooh. そうなんだ。やった方がいいかな。You've never owned a Nintendo project? Probably. I liked GameCube a lot. Type. This seems like my type. Let's see how it goes. Oh, was it J? J だったよね。This seems like my type. How to clean your PC. I hope it was Esperanto. Live long and prosper. Maybe this is too hard for me. Oh gosh, I hate it. Ah, stop chipping! It's scary! Yeah, 怖い怖い怖い怖い怖い怖いこういうのが怖いやだ! Ah! でもタイプうわいいねこの曲あ怖えむずっうわdo it now. Wait, we're talking about games? What? You're waiting on Switch 2 for a couple years. The Switch 2 release is like, it might be better to wait a few editions. Yeah, I usually don't buy consoles like as soon as they get out because they're buggy. So I usually wait until like the second or third gen. And also I read like lots of like, reviews and stuff like that. Like, I'll probably eventually get the Switch 2. I did never get the PS3. I skipped that one. I got PS1, 2, 4, 5. I just skipped 3 because I was like, Iranzo. But, Switch, I did have Wii, Cube, and Switch. But I didn't get, like, the Wii 2 or whatever. I'm waiting on the Cube 2, though. And so for Switch 2, it'll just depend, like, if I need it or not. Like, I don't have any issues with my current Switch. And, like, I don't think the connector for the Switch paw pads, whatever they're called, is safe. Seems like that's going to break off very fast. So I'm not really sure about that, you know? Yeah. But it's okay. You bought a Switch because of COVID. Honestly, like, lots of people were bored during COVID. I get it. Jump scare, Lumin! ありがとう。こんばんは来てくれてありがとう。今日はね、Muse Dash っていうのはリズムゲームやってます。I just bought an Xbox Series X. I don't even know what that means. From a pawn shop. Ooh, I bet it was nice and cheap. Used it twice. I've had it since Christmas. That's actually quite a lot. My dad had an Xbox to play Rock Band, I think it was. He really liked that game. But I never had any Xboxies. Never had it. Honestly, this sounds amazing. Let's go. Decode. Woo! I might change the character up in just a minute. Oh, if it's gonna have a new Pokemon? Pokemon あるならね。さあ、Switch 2買うべきだ。Pokemon あるなら。Wee! Pew! I like that she puts on her sunglasses when she jumps. 可愛くないサングラス。Hey. Hey. 全然難しくないんだこれ。簡単じゃん。あ、ちょっと難しくなった。えいええうえいえええふん。なるほど。この曲わかんないとできないやつ。I see, this is the type where if you don't know the song, it's like impossible. なるほど。Wee! But yeah, today's meeting was like, oh man, like, I'm still kind of reeling from it. So like, if I'm like a little like contemplative, I apologize. I was like, I'm gonna be really present today, you know? Cause like, every time I play Muse Dash, I'm not really paying attention to the chat as much as I'd like. Cause I have to pay attention, you know? But like, I was like, oh, I just got like a, you know, my manager for the voice inside is gonna, oh no, I gotta hit those. Is gonna help me with, I've got a Japanese role for something coming up, and so she usually helps me just to make sure that I've got all the intonation right, just in case. And that's what she came over for today. And then, you know, ちょっと重い話があって I was like, what? And so, yeah, I'm kind of reeling a little bit. I'm not really sure what to do with my life. Like, I'm good, like, I've got work and stuff, like, I'm great, but it's, could be some pretty big changes on the horizon for the voice inside. But not for Lumin. Lumin's fine. Lumin's completely separate. That's why I kept Lumin separate, so nothing would affect her. Maybe I will get to focus more on Lumin. Hey, woo! It's like, the thing is that like last year and this year have been like my most successful years ever. But like, it's also difficult because like all of the entertainment industry is just kind of a mess all the time. So it's like, are you know? You know? Have I had time to read the Lappy event? No. I did not have time to read it before the end of the event. I will go back and read it. But I've just been so busy. Like, I've been playing it every day, but I've only just had enough time to log in and play it. I haven't had any time to read, and I missed the last event before this too. So, like, I'm gonna try my hardest to, like, go back and read those, and I apologize sincerely because I love Dappy-chan. I even have a doll of her now! So, at the Nikkei concert, I got a doll of Dappy-chan because she's so cute. I'll take pictures of her. With Cinedragon. Oh, that's such a great idea, me. So yeah, like, and yet I haven't played the thing yet. Whoops. Whoops. Wait, lyric joke? Why do you have to make things so contemplative? Whoa, whoa! I see the way you're making me think a lot and makes me frustrated. Life's like this, and you fall and you crawl and you break and you take what you get and you turn it into honesty. You're fake. Alright. Okay, what else we got? ちょっとやってみよう。ちょっとやってみようぜ。I barely have time to do them. Oh no! It's okay, Nebula-chan. Thanks for coming. I know I stream at super weird times. I apologize. I'll try and stream more often. I've just been really busy with work since the year started. Thanks for coming anyway. You can watch Pam go through it, I guess. Yeah, I can also just do that. I can also just watch Pam just cry. I love it when she no. I love to hear her cry. Oh yeah, I was gonna change characters. Ugh! I'm not good at these ones that come out from like nowhere. A good song though. I'm not smart enough! I'm not smart enough for this! Mina, I can't blink! No! My eyes hurt! My eyes hurt so bad. I needed to blink that whole time. Itai. Ow. Owie. Oh no, my eyes hurt so. Oh wait, hold on. Like my eyes actually hurt. Ow. Ah. Yeah. Oh, you guys know what Stella really hates? I don't know why, but when I rub my left eye, it squeaks a little bit. Want to hear it? Did you guys hear it? Is there a reason why you started streaming this game, or is it just a period that you got into it? I always liked this game. This is a game I liked already. And I didn't have it on this computer, so I put it on this computer. I downloaded it for this computer. I just like this game. There's no. Oh, are you trying to see if there's like a reason I'm like, I got a song in it? No. Nope. I have no connection to this game. My left eye squelches. Does yours not? Okay, so here's my right eye. 何も聞こえないでしょ? I'm squishing my right eye. You can't hear it. Here's my left eye. Glass eye confirmed. My friend has a glass eye. Anyway. Actually, I have 2 friends with glass eyes. Ooh, I have a lot of friends with glass eyes. Anyway. But yeah, no, I haven't had time to read the Lappy event yet. The Rappy event. I will soon, hopefully. Because I do like Lappy-chan though. Nah! Arigato, Embosu! Thank you. Yeah, what's with left eyes, Meta? What's going on? I'm having astigmatism. Do you think it's that? I think Lumin needs to actually learn to blink while playing this game. That would help. I have not gotten there yet. Alright, let me change the character. ちょっと待って。キャラちょっとチェンジしますね。Level up. Did a mechanic turn Lumin into an android again? Honestly? Maybe. She is a good mechanic. Alright. Let me go change my character. どこでしたっけ? これ? Yeah. ブロちゃんかわゆい。かわゆい。Let's see what we got. Pretty. Ooh. どうしようかな. I used her last time. Let's see who we got. Starting over here. I do like this design a lot. So here's like 普通タイプ。泥タイプ違う。Muscles. Maybe not bad. Maybe not bad. Cat version! Can turn great nya into perfect nya. Cute. Not really interested in that one, or that one, or that one. This one's great. This one's pretty. Let's try this one. Ooh. Yosh. What is this? Wakanda. Okay, well, she's selected. So let's go back to the music. Are it to go? Music? No, to go. Music! Oh yeah, the skills. I was looking at them, I swear. That wonderful. Is that freaking Nemu? Rinburo or Maja? Nah, Buro-chan kana? I think I like Buro. She's very my type. どうしようかな。Whoa. I really like the cover of that one. But yeah, I wish there was like a secret reason I was playing this game, but there's not. Sometimes I play games because I like them, not because I'm in them. I swear. Sometimes I just like the game. That's cool. Ooh. Try that. Alright. Sounds good to me. Ooh, pretty. Neen's cute too, though. Did I get applications for my concert? I did! I've got, quite a few. So unfortunately I won't be able to welcome everyone into the concert itself. But I'm gonna try and fit as many people as possible without making it impossible for me to be on time. So I had originally planned on maybe 10 to 15 people, but if I am careful, I might be able to go up to 20. So I'll just see what I can do. A couple people have said that they'll help me put it together a little bit. So I think I might take them up on that offer, and that'll allow me to have more people join me. Because I think that's what's kind of important for me, is like collaborating with as many awesome other creators and giving you guys a really good time. Because like, I was trying to think of like what to do for my first year anniversary, and like the thing I like doing most is working with other people, like creating with other people. And I like singing with other people, and I've not really been able to do that on stream very much. I've been very lucky to do like the karaoke relays, but there hasn't been like a lot of like having people on my streams, because like the times don't really work out. Like I can't promise to be open more than a week ahead of time because of like my job. I have a lot of work. Like for instance, today's job only came in Wednesday night, and Wednesday's job only decided Tuesday night. So like 2 of the days that I thought I had free were not free because my job is so sudden. And so like I can't promise to be able to collab with people. It's really difficult to set up times I know I'll be open, right? Like even today, like my stream ended up late because I had a meeting, and like the meeting was like slotted for 5 p.m. So I was like, there's no way it's gonna take 2 hours. So I wasn't worried about it. But then it took, yeah, over 2 hours. And I was like, oh, Snapple. So like I wasn't expecting that. I keep missing the top one. I like her voice. Who's she? I like her. Nikki Simmons, だって。But yeah, so like, it's been hard to collab, so I thought something like this where like, they do their parts earlier, and then I can stream at a time that works for me, I thought was the best idea. And honestly, like, the first thing I ever did as a VTuber, as Lumin, was join Pam's concert. And I was like, that would be a really great way to sort of like call back my roots, you know? Yeah. Streaming on, oh, my Discord server? Oh, that seems like a recipe for disaster. I'm not sure about that. I'm not a heavy streamer, so I don't think that's really a great idea for me. I think I would prefer to just stream on YouTube. I think that's best. I'm not very good with Discord, and I'd be terrified that I accidentally like forget to mute or something like that after the stream or something. Seems really... If I collabed with Japanese VTubers, they'd be in my time zone. I would need to know some Japanese VTubers for that. Good point though. But yeah, I guess, I mean, it's something that I'll work on, but I thought this was a really good idea. And like, even if it was just a time zone problem, my work is so impossible to navigate. Like, I've been late to all of my night streams recently, which has been very annoying for me, because I'm like, well, surely I'll be done by 7. And if I was like collaborating with somebody, I can't promise I'll definitely be done by 7. Like, I schedule the streams because I think I should be done by 7, but I've been late to nearly, like, in the last 2 weeks, I don't know if you guys have known, like, you've noticed the ones I'm definitely late to, but even the one on Monday, I was nearly late to that because my job went over. My morning job, I had a job in the morning for something, and I nearly was late to that one. I had to like scarf lunch within like 2 seconds and make it to the stream. Like I was like the whole time. And so like even in the Japanese time zone, I can't definitely promise that I'm open. So, you know, it's one of those things where like I can't make that promise definitely. And collaboration streams don't just like happen quickly. Like they're not just like, oh, let's do it on Tuesday. Like they're planned well in advance. And so I can't promise to definitely be around, you know? Oh. Hold on, my chat died. Let me try and find it again. Okay, let me turn off this, maybe. Okay, that might help. Okay. Yeah, they're like an hour apart. The irony of living in Japan and speaking in Japanese and not having any Japanese VTuber friends. I mean, yeah, I don't really have any at all. A lot of them are like in agencies. I mean, Kirariri is based here in Japan. I know a bunch of people based in Japan, but the only people based in Japan aside from Kirariri I know I probably can't really ask for a collab. Oh, I die from stretch. I can't take short term. Oh. Honestly, it's pretty rough. Like the short term. Hold on, this is distracting. I can't really take like short term schedule changes that easily either, but you just kind of get used to it. You just kind of get used to it. I mean, I'm interested in anyone that's interesting. I don't have any like, you must be this type of streamer for me to be interested. I don't have anything like that. So, like, I'm pretty interested in most interesting people. So it really depends on like what kind of content they have, I think, for me. だな。歌ってみたのコラボとかいいよね。やってみたいな。でもなんかこっちからアプローチしなきゃいけないのかな。なんか全然アプローチしたらやるんだけど、こっちからアプローチする時間がないわ。So I think the other thing that you need to like realize is I don't have any leeway in my schedule. So like even if somebody's all like, let's do a duet together, like when do I have time for that? So there's like a lot of like that kind of issue as well. So なんか even just like messaging people like, hey, are you interested in a collab? That takes time. So like if somebody messages me like, hey, do you want to do a collab with me? I have always said yes. That's why I do the karaoke relays. Is they are like, let's do a karaoke relay. And I'm like, okay. And I block off that time on my schedule, even though I probably shouldn't. But I block it off way ahead of time. Like those are all decided like a month ahead of time. And I always make sure that it's at a time that I probably won't be working, either fairly late at night or pretty early in the morning. Or on a day that I probably won't get work, like Sunday or something like that. I usually don't have like Q na shigoto coming in on Sunday. So if I'm approached, I always say yes. But the act of approaching somebody else is really time consuming, and especially if I'm not sure I can commit to that time, that's pretty rough. But at the same time, it is a two-way street, so I definitely do need to approach some people. And I am in the middle of approaching a couple people, but one of like the sort of icebreakers that I'm using is the Lumin 1-year anniversary, because like a lot of people are like, some of the people that I'd like to approach are like sending in applications. It'll make it easier for me to be like, hey, that was so fun, let's also do this together, right? And so I think that'll make it a lot easier. Like, I think more than anything, remember, I'm a shy person at heart, okay? I'm actually really shy. And because it's known that Lumin and the voice inside are connected, I do have to be careful about who I approach. Like, I can't just be like, blah! And so it's a lot easier to be approached, because then I can be like, sure. But like, just, you know, I would love to see me also collab with some big corpo VTubers. It's not like I don't know any. But I think there's a lot of like politics involved in that kind of thing, right? So I think like I would have to be a plus for their audience, or the corporations won't okay it. Because I think for especially the corpo VTubers, not them themselves, but for their management, it's a transaction, right? And I'm not saying that in a bad way. Like, I'm not mad about that. I understand as somebody who's also in the... I like the art for this. Ooh, super type. as somebody who is also in this industry, I understand that like things like collaborations, things like utatamita, like covers together, that's a transaction. Like that has to benefit both parties, and Lumin's too small to really benefit anyone at the moment. So I think my plan is to kind of be beneficial. And so on that note, that's what I've been doing this last year, is trying to become somebody that people want to work with, not just because I'm awesome, but also because I have a different demographic from them. It doesn't necessarily need to be the biggest demographic, but just like I cultivate like my own. And then that's a plus for whoever I collaborate with, you know? And so, like, especially since I'm not in a corporation because I'm indie. And so it would be easier for me to approach, for instance, like Idol or Globy or V4Midai or whoever, if I have a different demographic from them. Not necessarily a bigger or a similar size, but a different one. And I think I am cultivating that. Because I focus on music content, and there's very few other English-speaking VTubers that focus only on music content. And like real talk, 90% of my content is music content. And that's not that uncommon in Japan, but it's pretty uncommon in the West. Like a lot of people like do like, games, ASMR, variety, but I don't really. I do some games, but even so, it's like a lot of music games. Oh, she's... Why do I know this song? え？この曲知ってんじゃん。なんで知ってる？ Why do I know this song, guys? I kind of know this song, and I don't know why. Bass! Bass かける。シャミさん Yeah! This is a super, like, my type song. I like this song. I would cover this song. Wee! Wee! Yeah! いいな。This is one of Dean's songs. なるほどね。Honestly, very much my type. How big? It's not about bigness. It's about what else you bring to the table as well. Like, I mean, entertainment is like that. It's about what you bring to the table, not necessarily just about pure numbers. And I don't like to think about that kind of thing too much because, like, to be really honest, I do VTubing not to think about that. So I think there's also like that kind of thing going on a little bit. Like, I'm doing streaming to not have to worry about politics so much. And so it does become a little bit difficult to approach people because I don't want it to turn into something work-like or transactional, because what's fun about it is that it's not right now. But at the same time, like, I also know that in order for this to become a larger part of my day-to-day, like, for me to be able to stream more, which is very fun and cathartic, it does need to make sense for me to use my time on it. And to do that, I do need to be a little bit more involved in the community. And I know that I am not as involved as I should be. So there's that as well. What other rhythm games? I love Taiko no Tatsujin. I would play that all day long. And DDR's my other favorite rhythm game, but I don't know how to make either of those work on stream. Taiko I know has a Switch version, but I want to play with a drum. So I don't really know. And DDR, I don't really know how I'd make that work for stream, but DDR has and always will be my most special rhythm game, and I would love to play that on stream. If I ever get a 3D model, I'm playing DDR like tomorrow. But yeah, as somebody who does watch a lot of the Western VTubers, I can attest to the fact that your stream feels like a nice, breath of fresh air. Thank you, Fezdog. Yay! Oh, I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, I feel like I'm a very different type than most Western streamers, since I'm not based in the West. But my streams streams are pretty normal in Japan, other than they're in English and Japanese, but they're pretty normal in Japan. Like, there's a lot of people that just do music content. But the West, it's always like, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but it's a lot. Everybody's doing so much, and I really respect that. But I'm not full-time. Like, oopsies. I'm not full-time. Wait, did I properly favorite that song? Okay, I did. I'm not full-time, and I don't have time to become full-time. Neat! Arigato! Thank you! Also, congratulations on your 20th Super Chat. I'm so proud of you. So proud of you. How did I get introduced to DDR? I don't know. I've like always played DDR. How did I get introduced to I think it was at the arcade. Oh yeah, it was at the arcade. There was an arcade at my mall. Yeah, I'm not even kidding. There was an arcade at my mall and they had DDR and I was like, what is this magical game? And I was like, I can dance in a predetermined fashion? Let's do it. Nah. You probably need to get the copyright for covering the song since it's an original. I already get all the copyrights to songs I cover, so I would just do it the same way I always do it. I would go through Sound Drop and Jazz Track. Oh yeah, not worried about it. But yeah! Oh, because I did this level years ago. Naruhodo ne. Yay! Oh, I'm glad. Core memory. You should aim to find a big corpo VTuber whose shtick is exposing indies. Hi, Bunny. Do you have any recommendations? Any recommendations, Bunny? The thing is that, like, I know... Okay, so I know a lot of big corpo VTubers. I do. I know a lot of them. But it's one of those things where I don't want to, like, feel like I'm using my friends. And so I'm kind of waiting for them to approach me a little bit. Because, again, like, I want them to think... I want them to have me... I want to work with them because they... Not just... Because I know they respect me. They're friends, right? And I know that they like what I make. Like, they tell me when I see them. They're like, oh, I love that cover you did. And I'm like, you could comment on it or retweet it. And they're like, what? But I also know that it's a political thing. Like, it has to make sense for their brand to do so. And that's okay. I don't blame them. As somebody who works in this industry... You know, as my skin crawler self, like, the voice inside super gets it. So, like, it's fine. I'm not gonna be like, retweet. Retweet. I mean, there must be somebody whose, like, hobby is to adopt little baby indies. But it's okay. Like, I want them to think I'm interesting without me having to, like, be like, what do you think? Right? But at the same time, I also need to be less shy. It's definitely partially me not being outgoing at all. I'm not outgoing. Can you tell? I stay at home and play video games all day. I'm not an outgoing person. Friends. Another problem with collabing with JP VTubers is that most of them don't speak English, so Lumin might have to translate, and that would be kind of annoying. Not gonna lie, I already translate a lot in my day-to-day life. Like, the amount... Okay, so I was in, like, a recording today, right? And, like, I do end up, like, having to translate absolutely everything. Like, I'll be all like, you know, それをちょっと右にして? Or something like that. And then, like, the client will be like, what did you say? And I was like, oh, I asked the engineer to move it to the right a little bit. And I was like, ちょっとなんかその息をちょっと抑えめでお願いしますとか, like, if I give that kind of, like, direction, the client will be like, what'd you say? And I'll be like, I just told them to, like, you know, cut down on the breath a little bit. And, like, I have to say everything, like, twice, and it's really tiring. And if I was having to live translate for someone, like, oh, like, I already do so much of that in my daily life. That is not at all calming whatsoever. So, yeah, there's that as well. Like, I don't mind doing it sometimes, but, like, let me just level with you guys today. I have been working since 9 a.m. I worked from 9 to 7. I just got out of a 2-hour-long, very difficult, scary Japanese meeting. My 9 a.m. was very fun, but it was me doing a remote recording as a character for something for the West. And then I ran over to a studio here in Tokyo where I was translating for the client to the Japanese engineer, and then luckily the voice actor speaks both as well. So the two of us understood everything, but the engineer was only Japanese and the client was only English, and I had to translate for the two of them the whole time. That was hard. And then I did that for like 4 hours, and then I ran home again in order to have a meeting with my manager that ended up very scary, and that was in Japanese only, and it was very difficult because we were talking a lot about contracts. So, I don't have time to then be like, or like I don't have like the brain capacity, like I don't have like the mental, like emotional or mental, like leeway to then be like, okay, I'll spend the next 2-3 hours translating everything. I do not think I can do that. We'll try this. Alright. I am not. But yeah, I definitely do need to approach more people though. You guys are totally right. I'm making a bunch of excuses, but I also need to be better about that myself. ナンパじゃないよ。ナンパだと思うけど。This is cute. Yay! This is cute. This is also pretty my type. I like the yay-yays. Kawaii na kore. I like her voice. Nyan! Baseline line. Fua fua. Hi, hi, bass. Fua fua. This is awesome. I like the song a lot. Tiny nugget nugget nugget! これかわいい! Patty P! Majimanji! 超タイプこれウケるイエー諦めない的なナムじゃないよI like this. I like this. This song is good. It's super type だよ。キラちゃん Yeah, oh my god. By the way, everybody say hi to Kira. Kira was my rigger. Is my rigger. I mean, it's not like you stopped rigging. Kira's my rigger. Thank you. On Korean internet broadcasting platforms like Twitch, it became a trend to send the song Nene Kimi through video donations. Oh, I think because it's like Nampa Janayo, so it's party people song, and I think because it's kind of about like throwing money around and being cool. Super fun, super fun. Yeah, I really like that song. I was about to say you gotta take your shots. You're not wrong though. You know you're never gonna get anything if you don't like try, and you're completely right. And I need to try more. V-chan, 来てくれてありがとう Liz. Who's Liz? I don't think I know who Liz is. Hold on, there's big comments in here. Hold on. Yeah, I haven't seen you in a while, Kira-chan. Thanks for coming. Sorry, I didn't notice for a while. Liz is which Liz? Wait, Liz. Wait, I'm sorry. Can you, like, Hollow has a lot of people now and I've lost track. I know, like, the first couple gens and I haven't really been paying attention to anyone since. Which one's Liz? Hold on, I'm gonna look her up. Googling. ちょっと待って、Google します。Let's see. New window.
Hello, Liz.
Oh, Elizabeth, the one with the red hair? I know who you're talking about. I know who you talking about. Okay, we Gucci now. You're talking about Elizabeth. I see. That is Liz's indeed. Short for Elizabeth. You are not wrong. I do know who that is. Okay. She's a very good singer. Okay. I see. Well, I haven't met her yet. She's one I've not met. If I've ever come across her. Okay. We'll find out. But yeah, she's surprisingly not one of the ones I know. Okay. So then, reasonable concern, but if you know them just as friends, you should be able to work with them just as friends. I think so too, but I don't want to seem like I am making friends with them in order to just do collabs with them. If I'm going to make friends with somebody, I want to really make friends with them. For instance, I think you can tell that me and Pam actually really get along. I've never actually met her in real life, but if we did, we'd get along like a house on fire. We like the same things. We like the same music. Honestly, I consider Pam a friend, and obviously Kira Lily as well. Very much. She lives down the street from me. She came over and watched Kohaku with me. Lots of fun. We ate lots of sushi. Right? And we're going to have dinner with her again pretty soon. Honestly, you can tell we friends, right? So I don't want to be hey, let's become friends with the hope of then doing a stream with me. That's just, it seems icky. So I don't want to, and even if I am approaching them as I actually want to be friends with you, I don't want to give them any reason to think that I'm just trying to use them or anything, and I think I'm extra sensitive about that as somebody in the music industry. I'm in, a position where I can cast people, because I do feel some people kind of chat me up and in hopes of getting a role, or will comment on things and be overly supportive in hopes of getting a role. You know what I mean? And it's one thing if it's years and you're just a friendly person, but it's another thing if you know how many people have approached me hoping that I will give them a role in something and then lose interest after 2 or 3 months when I have cast something and they're not in it? So many people! And they're they're all up in my DMs yeah, let's be friends. And then I don't cast them immediately, and then they're never talk to me again. I'm oh, okay.
Thought we were friends.
And I don't want to give anybody any reason to think that I'm doing that, and I don't want to do that even by accident. And I know that I don't have a lot of time to maintain friendships over text. That's hard for me because I'm so busy. You know how many emails I haven't answered today? So many. I have an obscene amount of emails that I got over the last week that I've not answered yet. One of the new friends I met at the Nikkei concert, I only just got back to him last night, and I felt really bad because he sent me a message on Sunday and I didn't get back to him until Thursday night. That is how busy I am. And so I know that I would not be able to maintain a bunch of new friendships with people, so I have to be pretty choosy about who I approach. And I do want it to be natural. So if I see anybody online that I think, oh, I would really get along with them, I have dropped them messages. That's how I met Pam, for instance. That is how I met Pam. I was all oh, I really want to be friends with this person. And at the time I met Pam, they were not as large as they are now, but more so than anything else, I was we like the same things. Our voices would be cute together. I think we know a lot of the same people. Let's be friends. And so that's kind of how it went with that. And that's how I kind of meet most of my friends. So a lot of times, if there's not somebody I know in between, it's a little bit difficult. So there's that as well. But you're also right. I should stop making excuses and just make some friends with people. I'm definitely not very outgoing. Can you tell I'm a shy bean? Did you know Stella had to nearly bully me into being her friend? So Stella would message me every day, which is wonderful of her. And if I am messaged, I will answer eventually. Not always immediately because I'm busy, but I will answer if you message me. Well, at the time. Maybe not now.
Don't try.
At the time, if you messaged me, I would definitely answer. And I would say other creators in this field as well. If they message me, I will probably answer. But so yeah, Stella messaged me every day. And she was you probably think I'm a stalker. And I was no, I don't mind. I need this type of person because I will not follow up. I will not cold message easily. But yeah, it's worked out very well. So I think as far as I'm concerned, like I need to be a little bit better at reaching out, but at the same time I know I can't maintain like a blossoming friendship. I'm not like I need somebody who's just gonna like be sending me memes. Like every once in a while, like I thought of you, here's a meme, right? That's very useful for me. Cause otherwise I'm like silence. You know? Okay. Okay. Yeah, but translating would be stressful. Hold on. 12-hour shifts. Ugh, it's rough, right? You just don't have the mental capacity to keep doing stuff. Like I'm barely hanging on with Muse Dash here. I feel like I'm usually a little bit better than this. Nah. Hold on. Yeah, Pam's a fellow squeaker. Honestly, Bunny, I would sometimes get messages like that. Like they'd be like, "I've never tried voice acting before, but I really want to be in one of your games. Please cast me." And I'm like, "That's not how this works. Like you have to have a real. I have to send you to my clients. Like they approve it. Like I'm not the casting god. I have to send you for approval." And like I look bad if I send somebody who's not up to snuff. If I'm all like, "This person, you should cast them," and they're like, "Why?" That's bad for me. They need to like feel like share my vision. So like it's about pleasing the client. So I can't just put anyone forward. But I feel like some people think that I've got that kind of godly power when I cast, and I'm like, absolutely not. Like, and the thing is that like it's up to the client in the end. So like all I can do is give the client options, and I do make a short list for them. But you know, it's really up to them. So I can put somebody forward literally almost every time, and they can never get picked for some reason. There have been a few people that I've put forward a lot, and I don't know why they've not been chosen, because I'm like, they're great. I would choose them, but it's not up to me. Like, I'm actually really annoyed at one of my current clients, because there's somebody that I've put forward in about half of the auditions, and I'm like, I really think you should pick them. They're really good and really passionate, and the recording will go so smooth, and they're very experienced, and they're just not picking them. And I'm like, why? And like when I asked, they're like, it's not the right image. And I'm like, okay, I don't know what image you want. I thought that would have been a great image, but okay. No idea. Yeah, I want true friends and not like friends with benefits, right? Like it's, fun if they do, but like it's not my aim, because for me, my aim for streaming is to have fun. My aim is to talk to you guys. My aim is to enjoy streaming, right? How many Kitas do I have in my life?
So many.
Kita's like, are you talking about me? You don't live down the street. No, I have so many. Okay, there's you. There's Rigger Kita. There is Kita from Astral Shift Kita, who is the CEO of Astral Shift. And then there's Kita Didi, who is my streamer friend who lives down the street. Whoa. Okay. I can look for Kita from Astral. Oh no. Okay, I'll also look for this Vocaloid Kita. That's great. Kaiser, what opinion do you need about manga? Yes. At least 3, yeah. I just hope the VTubing world doesn't sleep on me either. そうだよ. Nah. Yeah, is it her work amazing? Look how cute I am all the time. Also, I apologize. I feel like every time my Rigger Kita is in my chat, I have my glasses on, so I'm not as cute as usual, and I apologize, but I didn't feel like putting on contacts for this stream. Yeah. I'm sure your longtime viewers in the chat went, yeah. Where do they mass produce Kitas? At the Shiny Factory, because Kita means sparkle. So Kita means sparkly. And so it's because all of these people are wonderful, sparkly people. Ooh, tell me all about it. Nah, technically I've had people call me Kita. Oh, because Prism Star. Oh no, I've got 5 Kitas now, guys. I've got 5 Kitas now. Yeah, I think that's a great idea, Nebula. If you DM me, I will only answer like 3 months from now and be like, sorry, what? So busy. Yeah, basically Stella told me that she was going to be my friend, and I was like, oh, okay. Honestly, that's how I got my childhood friend, Kuma-chan as well, who has popped up in chat once before. I thought that was really surprising because I was like, you are barely on the internet. Honestly, Kuma-chan does not live on the internet, but Kuma-chan is my childhood friend, and she literally followed me home. That is what she did. She followed me home and she's like, can I come in? And I was like, what? I have to call my dad. Woo. But yeah, so like that's how I make most of my best friends is they force me. But I'm happy about it. I'm all good with it. What's this? I'm not sure if that's my type. That's cute. Okay, I'm gonna try this one. I like these like Japanesey ones.
Can you tell?
Can you tell? They followed me home, yeah. That's how I got my dog too. Followed me home. Should I be worried? I think I should be actually a little worried about that. I have had stalkers. That's why I'm a little bit like careful about my kojin joho. I've had stalkers. Ah! That's why I don't give my address. I only ever give my management's address. If like people are like, yeah, send something, and I'm like, you can send it to my management. My shacho is a very large man, so he will protect me. This is cute. Oh, this is not the okay. Dun, dun, dun. This is a cute song too. I like this quite a bit. Ah. Nya. I like how she like talks a lot in her songs. This京都府のなんか交差点の音じゃん。So that like melody that just played, that's like the melody of like the crosswalks in Kyoto. I'm sure it's like a real song, but I don't know it. It's a real pupper skinwalker who is a Lumin. So I had a dog in middle school, and I found that dog because he followed me home one day. He was a Rottweiler and German Shepherd mix. We think he was a failed police dog. He was only about like 8-9 months old, and he was not a good boy. He was not the best of boys, but he was the bestest puppy dog that I loved. His name was Amadeus Wolfsart because he was really big. So yeah, we called him Wolfie because his name was Amadeus Wolfsart. Yeah, Wolfie was very dumb, like really untrainable. We tried, but he was untrainable. So we think he was a flunked police dog. But he was just like on the street with like a really hefty red collar, and we tried to find whoever his owners might be, but he wasn't chipped, nothing. And so we went and chipped him, and yeah, he was my good doggy. But yeah. Unfortunately, I moved back in with my dad, and it was a no dog allowed place. So Wolfie stayed with my mom. But it was a happy puppy. Yeah, Amadeus Wolfsart. Really cute. He was not musically inclined. But that's okay. He was cute. I was trying to train him to come when I called, because like he would just like kind of run off after bunnies and stuff. And I got to the point where like even if there was something more interesting, he would come. And yeah, he was a good boy. Good boy. Very untrainable, but good boy. Rock me, Amadeus, I'm a dun, I'm gonna dance. Amadeus. I do know that song.
Rock me, Amadeus.
I could sing that next time. Yeah, Amadeus Wolf start. Did you name him Amadeus because of Beethoven the dog? No.
Beethoven, I can't read.
No, I named him Amadeus Wolfsart because I had just watched the movie Amadeus, and I was like, I am going to write a concerto. I did not. But I was feeling artistic. And so I was like, oh, and then we found a cat. This is like the same year, too. I heard some Muse coming from like electric box thingy outside, like one of those like meter things, and I heard like meow meow, and I was like, what is it? And I heard like meow meow meow, and so I opened it, and there was this really cute fluffy gray cat. She was the cutest and fluffiest cat ever. She was probably a Maine Coon mix, cause she had really big paws and was really fluffy, and her tail was so fluffy. She was the cutest thing ever, and we named her Shuitet, which should mean like shadow in Egyptian, but I don't know. My mom helped with that one. So yeah, we had really pretentious names. My mom had a cat like named like Tiberius or something. Ptolemy. There was one named Ptolemy. The dogs, my mom's Pomeranians, were named Anubis and Dulcinea. Like, we're pretentious, okay? We give our animals pretentious names. Meanwhile, Cricket's name is Cricket. So Cricket's probably sitting there like, yo, why is my name so beta? Cypher, thank you, arigato. Yeah, okay, so Anubis was a black Pomeranian, like black like the night. He was very loud. Dulcinea was like a red Pomeranian, and then my mom's calico cat was named Cosette after
One day more.
Les Mis. And then there was Shuitet, and then Amadeus Wolfsart. And then my current cat's named Cricket. So I went from being the most pretentious pet owner to like, wow, you sound like a cricket. Your name's Cricket. I had wanted to go with Nutmeg, though, but Stella said no. And I was like, Nutmeg would be so cute. And she's like, I don't think it's cute. And I was like, fine. What about Cricket? And she was like, adorable. And I was like, really? Okay. So, Cricket's the strongest. My guinea pig was named Rocky. So cute. Wait, also after...
Most custom samurai pizza cats.
No, okay. Okay, that's Guido anyway, sorry. I had some hamsters named after the samurai pizza cats. Let's see. And then, what other pets have I had? I had a cat named Shadow when I was really, really little. And then, let's see. Oh, Yukino was my big dumb boy cat.
Love him.
Yukino was a Mao mix. He escaped from an evil laboratory is the story I heard. But basically, this lady that worked at a laboratory that was like, I think trying to like come up with like new cat breeds or some stupid thing like that. They were just gonna euthanize all the cats, and so she like absconded with them in the middle of the night, and she brought them all to her apartment. And her apartment's like, you cannot have 100 cats, and she's like, no, we'll find homes. And so she was a friend of a friend of a friend, and so my dad and I went over, and all the cats were like, no, human scary. But then this one cat was too dumb to move, and he just kind of was like, whoa. And then they were all very friendly cats. They were just kind of scared because they were in a new place. But I picked this cat up, and he was like, oh, this is warm. And then he fell asleep in my arms. And I was like, this is my cat. I found him. Because he was like, but I'm sleepy. And I was like, oh, I love you forever. Come back home with me. And so, unfortunately, all the cats from that particular laboratory had some health complications because they were all bred all weird together. And so he had a bit of a heart murmur, and he also ended up having like diabetes, even though he was a very active, healthy cat. It was like type 1 kitty diabetes. I don't really understand kitty diabetes. And we did our best, but he ended up getting pancreatic cancer at only 7 years old. And like, we went to the vet with him like all the time. We were like, just do a checkup for fun. I still did that with Cricket. Like every 6 months, I'm like, how about we do a checkup? And she's like, is there a problem with Cricket? And I'm like, no, just check her. Just take her. But with Yukino, he ended up getting pancreatic cancer when he was 7, and he had diabetes. But unfortunately, the ways to fix those things are opposites. So he was just gonna deteriorate, sadly. And I was in Japan at the time. I was studying abroad, and I was like, no, wait for me. But he was not a healthy cat. So I still have his ashes, and I've got a really big picture of him in my hallway. He's gorgeous. But yeah, he's the cat that I measure all cats against, because Yukino was my first me-only cat. Like, he was my cat. That cat fell asleep in my arms. And my friend was a vet tech. She was like an apprentice vet tech. And she made sure to get like a lock of his fluffy fur, and she had like a little paw print cast made, and then I think she did this all herself. Like, we didn't ask her, but she got like a pretty box for the ashes, and that was really wonderful of her. Thanks, girl. You got my bag. I knew her since I was 5 years old, and I was like, it's John. But yeah, like, it's one of those things where, like, legit, she kind of bullied me in elementary school, but she's such a good person, so I'm like, thanks for growing up so well. Because, like, we were friends in kindergarten, and then, like, you know how girls, and kids in general are, they have, like, periods where they're mean to their friends, and then, you know, we never quite exactly made up, but, like, that, I was like, oh, wow, you're such a great, like, thanks for doing that. You really didn't have to do that. And she's like, no, I understand the importance. And I was like, thank you, S. John. But yeah, so, like, just kind of interesting, like, how your love of your pets can bring you together with people, and yeah, so we're very careful with Cricket. Like, anytime she's, like, looking kind of tired, we're like, let's go to the vet. Luckily, the vet is literally 2 minutes away. Like, it's the same block as our house. We just need to turn a corner, and oh, it's the vet. We're like rushing over there all the time, like, she threw up, and they're like, it's a hairball, and we're like, we knew that. We knew that. Zatsu streams are gay. I'm barely playing. Got it. Hey, Cyber. I do love big dumb boy cats. That is true. Cricket is a smart, tiny, beautiful girl cat, but I love big dumb boy. Hold on, I was gonna like this song. Boop. But yeah, I love big dumb boy cats. I want to get Cricket a big dumb boyfriend. Interesting. Okay. Cute! We're gonna play it. Is it in Chinese? It's really cute. I like Himbo. Honestly, yeah. I blame Gauri from Slayers. Gauri is why I like Himbos, probably. Wait, what's the song? Oh, it's in Chinese, so it's not actually saying arrow. We're good. Why am I terrible at this? Okay. Concentration mode. Yes! Kawaii! Cute! Ah! I'm really bad at the slidey ones! Cute! It does really help to like know the song though, I've definitely noticed. Cause like, 何来るかちょっと分かってるんじゃないですか? なので全然やったことないやつってちょっとむずい。Wee! Cute! Ah! Ah! I'm so bad at these slidey ones. I can't think that hard. Cute. かわいいにゃこれ。So therapeutic. Beating stuff up. Ah! Yes. Yeah. Okay. Is it in Cantonese? I don't know. Pareki, hi, how are you? 来てくれてありがとう. Welcome, welcome. I did not do that well. But Astro Yao's new song from Zenzen. Oh, そうなの? From Zenzero? It's a famous song with VTuber Bidi. Oh, my heart is ringing like a bell. It's really cute. I really liked it. Gary! Honestly, with hair like that, love Gary. Pretty hair. And he's also really stupid. Vet, why are you here? Well, she looked like she thought about sneezing. She was sneezing a lot a couple weeks ago, and we're like, should we take her to the vet? And like, honestly, we were like, or maybe let's just dust the house. And then we dusted the house, and she was fine. Muse Dash holds a competition every year where people enter their... What? I did not know! Wait, I want to do that. Can I enter Sweet Tooth? Shut the mouth there. I'm going to enter Sweet Tooth. When? Now?
He does have pretty hair.
I already have this one liked for some reason. It's Rinjan. Hold on.
Serenich.
Gotta play it. Gotta play it. I did not know. When does that competition happen?
Can I do it now?
Can I put in Sweet Tooth?
Please.
Please. I think it's kind of their type. This bass is sick. Yeah. I feel like there's a lot of these slidey ones recently. Nugget them! Ah!
Ah!
Muddy. Ooh, I like this part. Yeah. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, that took some concentration. Don't think I did too badly though. Honestly, this is a good song. I do like this song.
Why is it still going?
Okay. Whew, yogatta. But the event will most likely happen in the latter half of 2025, and you have to be collaborating with a composer in order to participate. I mean, That was a collaboration with a composer? What do you mean? Like, you need to collaborate with a composer in Muse Dash? Is that how that works? But anyone who want to make music for Muse Dash can join. Cause like, hey, Pareki!
Wanna collab?
Okay. But no, I'm serious. No, but real. No, but for real, for real. Pareki's a composer. Nah. I would hope so, Nebula, but I also don't know, because, like, I don't think a lot of people know who I am. But no, seriously, like, could it be any composer, or is it a Muse Dash composer? Because, like, Pareki's right there. Pareki does stuff. and Sweet Tooth was done with a composer. That's Richie Beretta. Nah. Nah. Are they secretly watching the stream? That would be great. Please do. I got a cute little voice. You like cute little things. That's cute. Let's try it. Let's give it a go. Set sail. No, I don't. So I have to apply for permission to sing Set Sail. I can cover any song except for that one. But you know, if I ask, they'll probably let me. I just need to ask.
Oh, so many of these slidey ones. I'm not good at them.
But like, honestly, I could just ask. But the thing is like, I know that the Cosmo would be like, okay, but it's not him. It's the game people, like Shift Up themselves. But I mean, I can ask. But it's unlikely I can sing it whenever. And like, I did that as the voice inside, now as Lumin. And like, the karaoke is not publicly available, right? So it's like one of those things where like the karaoke is, I have it so that I can perform it as the voice inside when I get permission. But like, they don't have a lot of their singers performing their music, so I don't know if they really have like a rule for it. But I can ask. I did just see Cosmo, so I can just be like, hey, by the way, maybe I can get permission for like big events, or like, I mean, but like the thing is like that's another reason to try and grow Lumin. Like if I did like a stage, like a 3D live or something like that, I could almost definitely get permission to sing Set Sail. But as like just like on karaoke streams, I think no. I think it needs to be like an event. Cause I got permission for Otakon and the other one I did last year, I forget. The one in Florida, it was something. I got permission for those, but I didn't get permission for one of the smaller ones. So I think it would depend. I just need to ask though. But maybe, yeah, if it's like a big event. So let's try and get Lumin on stage somewhere. Like if I can get like Offkai, maybe. Maybe. I don't know. I'm like making baseless promises. Look at me go. This is so cute. No, that was adorable. Okay, I did like that song. No, Holiday Matsuri was the winter one. I went to the regular Matsuri. I think I just went to Anime Matsuri. Yeah, Holiday Matsuri is the winter one that I did as Lumin. They were the same venue, and I think the same people owned it, but I don't think they knew I was Lumin. So Lumin got in separately, like I was not contacted. I applied. I applied normally. The summer one, I was invited by Fake Star, because they were like, hey, they need some music people, and they were like, we've got some people, and why not you? And I was like, yay! But yeah, that was a totally separate. That was cute. That was like a totally separate thing. So yeah. What determines which songs you can sing for archive streams and which you can't? Yes, it's the conditions of specific copyright holders and not the age of the song. So basically, if I'm using original karaoke, like the actual like CD version of the karaoke, I can't archive it. I can play this. So like that's how it kind of goes. Like I have to make sure that the version I'm using is a stream safe version, which usually means it's lower quality. So when I do unarchived karaoke, I use the super high quality, like original song, like from the CD. And that's why I can't archive them, because those are not safe for streaming. It's a copyrights thing, and I'm careful. But yeah, that's how you know. And there are some original karaokes that are okay because nobody says anything. But I try and if it's a archive stream, I just try and use only safe versions. Thank you, Meta. Somehow I managed to read that while I was playing. I'm so impressed with myself. Look at me go. Multitasking and or lazy eye. I like this song. So okay, Bob. I'm gonna change the character after this. Yeah. No idea what the song is about, but it's cute. I like it. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Woo! Oh, this is taking some concentration. Oh, my Isaac. Ooh, they're getting very... Oh no, I'm starting to lose my concentration, guys. Ah! I feel like I've only got like 2 minutes of concentration. If like the longer songs I do worse. Ah! Oh, my brain. Oh no, my eyes! Ah! Please stop soon. Why is this song so long? Is this song 長くないこれもう集中力切れてるやNo, my 集中力 is gone. Sorry, I started completely running out of brain power for that one. 長くない? How's Cricket? Very fluffy every day. She's super cuddly. She was really loud last night, so that was kind of annoying. But she's really cute, so I don't care. It's fine. There's lots of VTubers who have been recommended, or no, who have been featured in Muse Dash. Ooh. Hey, そうなの? いいね. Alright. ちょっとやってみようぜ. Yeah, I hope it works out. I would like to do a lot more events this year, so I mean, if it doesn't work out, I'm sure that, you know, there's a ton of people. And I'm sure they're trying to go for like a lot of different kinds of people all over the place. So I totally like, you know, like it would be nice if I could, but I totally understand if it doesn't happen this year. But that just means that I'll need to work harder for next year, so it's okay. Nah. Would be cool if it worked out though. I actually applied for a couple. I would say off-kai is like one of my biggest goals. Just because like so many people I know have done it and they've all said it was like one of the best experiences they had, and that would be really fun. Like I know Kirariri was there last year and she said that it was like a dream come true, and I was like, oh, if you had fun then like I would really like to try, but I debuted too late last year, so I was hoping maybe this year would work out. But I also applied for a few other kind of like VTuber conventions, and I'll see if they go well, like if I get a favorable response. But if not, then I think it just means that it means that I just need to work harder, and like I'm still fairly new, right? So, and I'm not in a corporation. Like all the people I know that are newer than me, that are going to a lot of these events, they are part of like large groups or corporations, and I'm very by myself. So, and I've not done a great job at like networking or anything like that. So I totally understand that like if I'm not really on the radar yet, it just means I need to work harder, and I know what I need to work on. So that's good. So that's good, I guess. Nah. One of my favorite bands has a great song. Oh no. They sang the second opening of Psychopass. Nanda. Psychopass. So if I can't find a song with a karaoke version, then I probably can't sing it for an archive stream. Yeah. If there's no easily available or safe karaoke, like if it's an official karaoke, I can't use it. But if it exists on one of the safe karaoke sites, like there's a couple YouTube channels that are all safe. So you'll notice that almost like if you look at my archived karaoke streams, I actually list the two YouTube channels that I use karaoke from. One's Namaotofu Karaoke Ya, and the other one is Karaoke O Channel. Those are the two safe ones, so if it doesn't exist on one of those two, I can't have it on an archive stream. Just if Nota, if that makes it easy to understand, just go to one of my archived karaoke streams, and at the bottom, you'll see the two channels that I use. Those are the only two channels I use karaoke from. And they're massive. Both channels have a ton of songs. If they have it, I could sing it on an archived karaoke stream if I knew it. So I would then have to learn it, because I definitely don't know it. But then it's doable. I can do it. Yeah. I think indie VTubers have more pros over being in an agency. Yes and no. And here's why. So you are much more free over, like, what you do for content. You're a lot more free over, like, what, say, for instance, what you can sing on karaoke streams. You've got a lot of freedom when it comes to your own brand and image, and you, of course, own all the rights to everything yourself. And so that also means that you get all the monetization yourself. So those are pros for sure. But also being an indie means that it's incredibly difficult to grow, especially at the beginning, because you don't have a large platform. So like, for instance, like say like a fairly large corporation, like whether it's Brave Group or Hololive or whatever, they've got that brand, and so people, even before they debut, people will assume that they're top level talent just because they're coming from these brands. And these brands are looking for top talent, so that's a good assumption to make. So you know that those people are going to be fairly interesting streamers, and so they'll get kind of a lot of interest around their debut. They'll get a lot of interest before they debut and right after their debut. So like, even like sort of like slightly less large than like Hololive or something like Idol Corp or FaZe Connect, all of those, before they even do anything, will probably have over 10K, right? And that is a very difficult threshold to pass as an indie VTuber. As an indie VTuber, especially without very many contacts, or, especially if you're just kind of starting out in the sphere, you have a lot of learning. Like, there is no quality control. So for instance, like if you're debuting out of a place like Hololive or Idol, they will help you set up your streams. They will help you set up your sound beforehand. They will help you stream. Like, you don't have to figure it out entirely on your own. But somebody like me, I have to know how to hook up a microphone to sound good. So I sound good because I'm good at this. Specifically, I'm good at sound. But that's why I'm not very good at, like, for instance, like some of my friends have like bouncing emotes and stuff like that. I don't know how to do that. So I'm trying to figure that out as I go along. So I'm not very good with technology, but I'm really good with sound. And so my sound has always been pretty good. But, there was a lot of like a learning curve. Because I happen to be a musician, I was able to sort of figure out, I need an interface. I need everything running through my interface, because that's how it works for my life anyway. But if I were a new baby VTuber, I would have no idea how to sync up my music and my voice. You realize there's a delay, right? Like, if you're just using a USB mic and running the sound off of your computer normally, there's a tiny delay, and it's weird. And you need an interface to run your mic through, which means you need an XLR mic, not a USB mic. And that's already a massive investment. And so if you're looking at like a corporate VTuber, it's not so much about like the money, like that's like, okane de kaiketsu wake de wa nakute. What they're doing is like they already know the systems that work. And so they tell you, they're like, you need a capture card. Do you know most people have no idea you need a capture card to play Switch games? Like, I wouldn't have known if I wasn't told. And I was like, I'll go get a capture card. Or like a Stream Deck. What's that even for? I don't know. I have one. I don't know what to do with it. So, like, I need to learn how to use it, because I was gifted a Stream Deck by a friend of mine who was like, you need a Stream Deck. And I was like, I literally don't even know what that is. So, like, and that's what being in, like, a corpo can help with, is, like, you can be like, yo, manager, what's a Stream Deck? And they'll be like, let me help you set it up, right? That's useful. Like, you guys know how many music projects I do, right? You know how hard that is? I actually have somebody that helps me out with that because I could not possibly manage the amount of music projects I do without them. So you have to find an artist, you have to find an animator, you have to find a mixer, and I'm, again, as I said before, really good at recording myself. I already know how to do a professional level recording because I know how to do that because it's my job. But you know what I don't do? Anything else. So I happen to have friends that do mixing, so I was like, yay. So I already had that built in, but I don't know a ton of artists. I know some, but I don't know a ton of artists, and I don't know very many animators at all. So I asked my friend, I was like, yo, hey, like, where can I find me some animation? And girl was like, I got you, fam. And so she's doing that for me. I pay her for that. So I pay her for that. I'm like, thanks, because I don't have time. Because you know how many emails that is? Too many emails. And like, if they ask me like, what DPI? I don't know. I'll leave it to her. She knows what she's doing. She worked in that kind of work before. And like, if I have like an original, she's like, storyboard. And I'm like, oh, who, what? No, I don't know. Like, so, you know, it's one of those things where, like, if you're in a corporation, there's people to think about things with you. Also, like, just setting up monetization on YouTube, really hard. And, like, things like the membership problem. Like, you guys know how I don't have memberships? I can't fix that on my own. I would need a corporation for that. So there's a lot of things I really can't fix. So being independent's pretty hard. But nani yorimo, if I'm a, like, think about it. Okay, if I'm a client, like, for instance, like, Nintendo or any other client or whatever, and I want to sponsor a streamer, I'm not going to go for an indie streamer that doesn't have like a corporation behind them that vouches not just for their quality but also for their reliability. Like, indie streamers can say whatever they want because it's about their brand, but say it's like Hololive, they have rules, like they can and can't talk about certain things, right? And so there's a degree of safety. So if I'm a company, I'm going to go with the place that guarantees not just quality, but also safety, reliability, and most importantly, accountability. And indie streamers aren't that accountable for things because in the end, they wouldn't want to hurt their brand for their own reasons, but they don't have a larger sort of company that is able to protect not just the streamers but also their clients. So that company there, that corporation is there to protect the streamers but also to protect the clients. It's a symbiotic relationship, and if I were a big brand like Family Mart or, you know, Kentucky Fried Chicken or whatever, I would prefer to work with a corporation, especially one that had like a lot of top talent over a individual streamer. I would then just make a contract with the corporation, and that corporation could then guarantee, oh, this streamer is great for that, right? I wouldn't have to do any research either. Oh, Meta, thank you.
Cry.
When you have no memberships, woo. But yeah, like there's that as well. Like, do you think these like big clients, like these big brands, like, you know, KFC or whatever, do you think they're sitting there watching streams? Oh no, their marketing or promotions person was like, hey, VTubers are big right now. And they're like, okay, like Hololive. And they're like, hey, we heard VTubers are big. We want to sell more chicken. And Hololive's like, okay, contract. And they're like, cool. And so then they sign the contract, and then it's not like they're picking, they're not watching the streams. Like, they're not sitting there like, I think Suise could sell some fried chicken. Like, they're not doing that. That's not what they're doing at all. So it's, and this is the same thing that like labels do for musicians, like Sony or Universal or whatever. This is the same thing that they do. They contract with the label, and then the label is like, this person's great for that. And they're like, okay, go for it, you know? Like, and so if I were a sponsor, if I were a client, if I were somebody who was trying to get like a VTuber, the individuals would be kind of scary. And that's why, like, I totally understand if like a large event like Offkai or something like that, you know, they'll, of course, like, I'm sure they're, you know, a little bit, you got a lot more knowledgeable about the space, so it's fine. But like, you know, thinking about like a mainstream convention like Anime Expo or something like that, they're not generally gonna go with like unknown indies VTubers, or even for, like they might go for like large VTubers if they think the crowd is gonna come. But it's so much safer to just hire all of Idol or like hire Hollow. You know, it's so much safer for them to be like, yeah, all of them just, yeah, whatever, come. Or like Vishoujo or whoever, right? If I were putting on an event or something like that, that's what I would prioritize. And then after those slots are filled, I would look at some indies ones, like the big ones, like, you know, like Mint or whoever. Like, they're massive in this space, so it makes a lot of sense for them. But when it comes to like, I mean, I'm under 10K, like I've been around for less than a year, like who? Right? If somebody happens to be interested in me, that's great. But at the same time, like I don't expect that. I'm not that entitled. I'm not so entitled to think like, I'm fantastic, you should hire me. It's, you know, as I said earlier, it's a lot about transactions, you know? Nah. KFC knows about Kiara. It's great when like the streamer's interests align with the brand that they're promoting, but you know, there's sometimes that it doesn't necessarily, and that's okay. That's just how entertainment is. Like, I have definitely done work as the voice inside that I didn't really know anything about the client, but you know, it was a match, I guess. It's kind of like a Tinder match or something like that. And like, you know, I go in and I have an open mind and I'm like, oh, this is fun. So, and that's also kind of nice because you get exposed to like different things that you didn't know about, right? So like, for instance, like, if like, I don't know, Jollibee wanted to like back me, I'd be like, I don't know what that is. And then I would look it up and I'd be like, sweet spaghetti? Okay, I love spaghetti, right? Oh, and it's sweet. Also, the fried chicken's sweet. All of it's sweet, right? So, yum! And like, then you learn about something new. That's great. Or like, what's hello hello? Yum! Okay, I like it. It's shaved ice with yummy taro stuff on top. Yay! Right? Imagine you try to open up your Happy Meal and Lumin's like, Hellumin, how are you? Your friends can say,
Hey, I used to work with KFC.
So then Jollibee sponsorship would go hard, but I'm sure they would pick a Filipino streamer, not me. Honestly, Kirariri should be like Sushiro or Kappa Sushi, because she would just go every day. But I do believe that they did something with Hollow instead, or I think it was either Hollow or Niji. One of the sushi places did do something, I think. So I want a karaoke sponsorship. I would love to be sponsored by Joy Sound or Damu. Okay, pros of signing a contract: you work with big brands, and also they help you, like, you know, from debut you're gonna have high quality, because like the number one thing I see in like new baby indie VTubers is that they debut but the quality is not really there, so they don't grow, and if they don't grow they can't really like warrant spending money on like a really expensive microphone or computer or something like that, and it's really, really difficult to fund yourself as a like. Covers, for instance, are really expensive. I don't think you guys really have a good idea of how expensive it is to put out a cover of a song, but let me just tell you that even cheap, like even doing it as inexpensively as possible, for it to look and sound good, sorry, I just like something in my throat, for it to both look and sound good, you're looking at like between 2 to 5K per song, right? Ow! That's really pricey, and originals are even more, right? And so in order to warrant spending that money, like, you want to have like enough following for it to make sense, not necessarily pay it back or anything like that. That's not really the point, but like enough people are enjoying the content that you want to make more, right? So like it's difficult when, you know, you debut with low quality because you don't have a corporation telling you, oh yeah, you need an audio interface. Like, how are you supposed to know that? Or like, what is a Stream Deck? I don't know how old my Stream Deck is. This is a good question. It's pretty. It's a Stream Deck. Let's see if it's got a thing on it. Made in Taiwan. Model 20 GAA9902. That's all I know. It's got buttons and I don't know what they do. I don't know how to use this thing. Okay, I need to ask. But yeah, so like it's just one of those things where like there's a lot that goes into content creation, and like if you're going to do it a lot, I do recommend finding it doesn't need to be a corporation so much as like a manager who's well connected. And I'm kind of at a place in my VTubing trajectory where I'm open to that idea. Because I've also realized that I'm not going to be able to manage things. As it is, I barely stream. If I streamed like 3-4 times a week, how would I make thumbnails? I barely have time to make my schedule. I do like this. Like, honestly, like the reason I don't put in my pretty fan art into the schedules, mostly that I don't have time to go find it and make sure the credits are correct. I'm like literally just like, oh gosh, I gotta go to sleep in like 10 minutes, but I gotta put out my schedule. Like that's where I am right now. That's cute. So yeah, it's pretty rough. Ah, hold on. Hold it. Reading. Imagine doing a cover for a popular indie song. What? Ooh, this is fun. I also came here by chance for short of you singing. Oh, Sugar Song and Bitter. Yeah, 10 months ago. Nah. Lumin just needs to be careful if you want to join an agency, since even the big agencies like Hollow and Niji have gotten lots of big controversies. I mean, it's one of those things where like I have a lawyer for that. Like I have somebody who would look over those contracts, but at the same time I will say that I am used to the Japanese I don't think I can do that in 7. I'm used to the Japanese entertainment industry, and I mean, I think a lot of you guys know I used to be in Sony, so I'm not like my voice inside used to be in Sony, so I'm used to I'm used to entertainment contracts. My contract had some interesting clauses like you're not allowed to wear glasses because it makes you ugly. So I'm sure I'll be fine, guys. No glasses for you. Makes you an uggo. I really like this song. This is cool. I like these like fast talky ones. That was a clause in my contract. I also had a job once where they were like, you can't have your nails longer than 3 millimeters, like past your finger. And I was like, huh? And there was another one that was like, you're not allowed to wear nail polish. And I was like, do that So, you know, I'll be fine. That wasn't Sony. Yeah, Sony was all about the nail polish. But like, you know, it's normal for an entertainment contract to be like, you can't change your hair. Like, you can't just like cut your hair whenever. If you want to change your hairstyle, you have to ask them. So it's like super normal. This is a great song. I could sing this. Neat. Huh. I feel like there's like a little bit of a lag in my understanding of up. Oops. But see, like I'm laying on up a lot? What's that? Why am I dumb? This is a great song though. Ah. Yeah! Die! Okay. Boop. Boop. Oh yeah, I was gonna change my character. Totally forgot. Boop. 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 Okay. Yeah, no, it's super normal in this industry though, and I'm like, I'm not even mad. No, Megan! They were okay if they were fake, but okay. The reason why, okay, I should probably explain that better because I was like, rah. The reason why is because my eyesight's so bad that if I wear glasses, my glasses are really thick and my eyes get really tiny because I'm soups nearsighted. And so basically the idea was that because my eyes became really small when I wore glasses, their feel was don't. It's not cute. I think I might go for her. Ola will not get hurt when bursting into fever, but in exchange for temporary commit, what? He can only use Sis's skill. どういうこと? What? I don't understand. Let's go. I wear contacts for work. Yeah, I do. Because it was in my contract too. I normally wear contacts for work, but the thing is, like, wearing contacts every day, your eyes get tired. Especially since sometimes my work can start really early in the morning. So, like, for instance, like, if I were to do, like, TV or something like that, I have to wear contacts. And so I would have my contacts in from, like, 4 a.m. to midnight, and they'd start hurting really badly. And so I need days to rest my eyes, but I work, I mean, you guys know, I work every day. And so I'm wearing contacts every day with no rest from early in the morning till late at night, right? That's not good for me, and I'm looking at tiny little scripts with tiny little, and, like, I don't see as well in my contacts as I do with my glasses. My glasses are better. And that's just because, like, my contacts get dry after a while. So if I'm doing anything that involves concentration, like reading tiny, tiny things or playing Muse Dash, I prefer to do it in my glasses so that my eyes don't get dry. And so, that is why. But I don't wear glasses at work. I always wear contacts if I'm meeting, especially like a new client. But I will say that I wildly prefer glasses. But I'm less cute. So, Budo's the bear. I have a contacts contract. So dayo. Like that time when the professor tells you can't have long hair. Because as a boy, like, if you long hair. Yeah. That's a thing. Like, why not boys have long hair? Throughout history, boys usually had long hair. What's the problem? This sounds cool. Like, legit, like, I saw this, like, one kid, like, on the subway, like, literally this morning, and he had, like a really nice bun, and I was like, oh, I bet his hair's really long. And then I was like, ine. I would say the vast majority of women prefer long hair on dudes. So, like, why do your teachers, like, not let you have long hair? I don't understand. Because, like, I remember, like, when I was going to high school in Japan, one of the boys had his hair slightly longer than his ear, and oh my god, you'd think he, like, punched puppies or something. The teachers were like, oh, you need to cut your hair. And he was like, it's not even that long. And they're like, rah. And he was like, whatever. Right? Injanai? This is a great song. What is this? This is great. I like all these Matsuri-ken no yatsu. Yeah! Yeah. Okay. Yeah! Woo! いいねこれ。Oh, butterflies are pretty. This is pretty type. Yeah. Ha! Hey. Yeah. Oh. Seen some guys with like 6 to 20 centimeters of hair. How much hair is that? Is that not much hair or lots of hair? I'm not good at measurements. By the way, Tamonsen is a very famous doujin artist that makes raps instead of songs. I would call rap songs, but okay, I would call rap songs. And this is the slowest of their songs, which is probably why it's Muse Dash. Long-haired bald dudes, not bald, but like long hair, just like, you know, whoosh, you know, like you know how like in like Ancient China, all these dudes had like all this pretty hair. Yeah. Yeah. Professor going rah when they say long hair boys rah. Nah. Yeah, in some industries, like appearance is everything, and like I was like, I honestly think I look pretty cute with glasses. I am allowed to wear fake glasses. I'm just not allowed to wear real glasses. But that's then I just make that decision now. Like if it's a new client, I'll wear contacts. But if I'm going to like my everyday radio job, like honestly speaking, like they know what I look like with no makeup on. So this is fun. Oh, I've already liked it. Have I already gone through these? Okay, let's try it. Ah, thanks, Meta. I mean, I think I look pretty cute with glasses. I have pictures of me with glasses, and I'm like, oh, I'm pretty cute. But it was just the closet at the time. I'm not in there anymore. I'm not there anymore, so it's fine. And it's not like I really minded it. I was just like, okay, I guess I'll wear contacts all the time. I was like, you know, I just follow directions, guys. I'm good. I'm good at following directions. And that's why I'm like not worried about like clauses and contracts, is because like I think I know what's reasonable and what's not. I've been in this industry like a really long time. And like I'm okay. I'm not gonna be taken advantage of. Cause like the thing is that like I'm already doing this on my own, right? So like I don't need. I know what I need and I know what I don't need, and so I'm not gonna like say yes to something just because I think I don't have any other options. You know what I mean? Because I feel like a lot of people don't know how to A, negotiate, or B, they don't think they can negotiate. And if they say no to what I want and I don't like what they're offering, I'll just say no. I'm fine. I have a I'm good. I'm good. But also, realistically speaking, I do need help with management. Memberships. Very K-pop, I like this. So one of the acting notes I gave my actor today was be full K-pop on this line. And she was like, I got you, fan, because she really likes K-pop. And I was like, yeah, just go full drip. Do like full, like, don't mess with my mascara. You know? She likes the boy idols, though, and I don't really know them as well. Don't mess with my mascara. Shipping, nice. Muse Dash has good music. I keep missing some of those. I'm not good at the little ones. I like them when they're big. Alright. Japan is way stricter with manners and cultural stuff, which is why Japanese are like, I mean, I would say that's true. Like, I think Japan is very good at, like, being acceptable in a lot of different cultures because they are very careful. And I mean, I definitely work more on the Japanese scale. I would say, like, that's why I like working in Japan, is that I don't feel like I need to be lewd or crass to entertain. I feel like I can entertain in a very pure, happy way. Maimaki! I can be entertaining in like an energetic and pure and, yeah, not lewd or crass way, which I feel like is a lot of like where kind of like the Western tastes might be, and that's just not really my taste. And so I kind of like that I'm able to do that here in Japan, you know? Negotiation is like gambling or, you know, something like that. The one who says a price first loses. I don't quite agree with that. I think you need to understand your own value in order to negotiate well. So for instance, like you can't ask for a crazy price or a crazy low price in a negotiation. You need to understand like what a reasonable evaluation of your value is, and then go a little bit higher than that. Like, I think what I would recommend is having an ideal. So like, let's use fake numbers that don't exist. So like, for instance, like, say I'm like a big creator, right? and somebody wants to use my vocals, and I'm known for vocals. An ideal situation, 10K for a buyout. And then your actual value in terms of the audience that you bring to the table maybe is actually valued at around 7K. And you know that. So that means that you don't want to ask, like, off the bat. Like, if they're like, oh, what can you do this for? You don't want to be like 5K. But you know in your heart that your absolute minimum, because, like, you really want this job, right? That's 5K. So you'll go down to 5K, but you don't want to start at 5K. So you start at, if you think that they absolutely probably can't do 10K, I would start at, like, 8K, right? And you know your value is about 7K. But, like, maybe they're, like, a smaller company and they can't really quite afford that. And so they'll come back at you with, like, 5K. And that's your minimum. You would do it for that because you like them. But you want to try one more time. You're like, well, but my value is 7. So you go like 7. And they're like, can you do 6? And then you go for 6 because you would have done 5 at worst case scenario. And if they go, oh, no, we really can't do more than 5, then you can take that. And then you look really nice because you just went from like 9K to 5K. And then they're like, wow, you're so nice. Right? Not bad. So it's all about knowing your own value and knowing your upper limit and knowing your absolute minimum. So like, for instance, like here in Japan, voiceover has an absolute minimum. None of us will go under it. Even if we really want the job, we don't want to set a precedent that there is lower than that because none of us, we can't live off of that. So there is a like industry-wide lower limit. And I think the West is like this as well, but Japan is also like this. And Japan has like a ranking system. It's very difficult. So you have your absolute minimum. And you'll start with about twice that. And you're like, how about this? And then they're like, ugh. And you're like, how about in the middle? And then they're like, okay. And, you know, you'll go for the minimum sometimes. But like, for instance, if it's like a global release of like a game and it's a fairly large company, nope, that's not the minimum anymore. Because like, if, you know, the more places have rights to the thing, the less you have to undersell it. So like it's very, coming up with prices is difficult, but you need to know your value and like what your actual value is, right? And that can be difficult to evaluate. So it really depends on the creator, their experience, their past work is pretty important, as well as like, you know, gross things like how much following do you have? That can be very important depending on whether they're looking for more influencer or more, whether they're looking for more like talent. You know what I mean? Like whether they're looking for being good at the job or whether they're looking at pure eyes on the post or whatever it is. So like if they're looking for somebody with more of an influence status, like an influencer status, then the quality of the vocals doesn't really matter as much, and in which case you need to know what the value of your followship is. Whereas with someone like me, I don't have a huge following, so instead I kind of base everything off of my past work as well as like the fact that I'm legitimately actually in the anime industry, which for somebody in my position is, I'm the only one. So I can be like, well, you don't really have any other options. But at the same time, I also know that I don't have like a massive following. So, because I'm very bad at social media. And so I can, you know, I'm a little bit more flexible with my numbers. So there's that as well. And I also like, I care more about the actual thing that we're making. So if it looks like a lot of fun, I'll be like, well, I can do it for this because I like it. You know? And so like, you know, you just need to understand both how much you want the thing and what your value is. So yeah. Yeah, should be a fair price for everybody. Like, you don't want to gouge your clients because then they won't work with you again. You don't want to be, like, difficult to work with. But you also don't want to undersell yourself because you will never make more for it if you continue to undersell yourself. And so, like, that's why I'm like, you know, if you've got a good body of work, if you're pulling really good clients, raise your prices. So, like, I'm at kind of a spot as the voice inside where I'm like, I should probably raise my minimum because my minimum's kind of ridiculous for a professional. So I'm like, I should raise that. And I think that's just, you know, something you need to think about yourself. This is cute. Do I want to play it? It seems hard. Yeah, be humble, but if you're actually too humble, then people will undervalue you. They're like, oh, you're only charging that? I guess you're not that good then, right? There's actually, charging more makes you look in demand because you can afford to charge that. Like, you can afford to say no to the smaller jobs. So there's like a sweet spot of like your value and what your value should be, and you don't want to undervalue yourself because then people will devalue you. So if you are too cheap, like if you don't cost enough, some places will be like, why? What's wrong with you? Why are you broken? Like, you know when like you're house hunting and you're looking at an apartment and it's a great apartment in a great area 2 minutes from the station and it costs nothing? You're like, what's wrong with it? Are there ghosts? And you know what? Yes, there's ghosts.
Oh, this is hard.
Nah. Alright, let's do this one. Oh no, I can't do that. Alright. But yeah, it's really important, like, more so than self-love, it's just really important to understand, like, your value. And I think that's something I struggled with for a long time, which is why I'm giving you guys this advice. I struggled with that for a long time. I was like, oh, I guess I don't have much value because I don't have much, like, I'm not well known, right? Like, I've done this stuff, but, like, literally no one's ever heard of me. And then I was like, well, I'm bad at social media. It's kind of on me. But there's also something to be said for, like, you know, when you don't value yourself, other people don't value you. So I've been trying to, like, work last couple years and making sure that I'm asking for the price that I should be. Because, like, I've got quite a history of my work. Again, I'm, like, the only person in my position. I'm the only bilingual singer actually in anime that is also a voice actor. I'm the only one! There isn't anyone else! I should be proud of that! I'm also definitely the only one who's also a director. So, like, I should be much, much, much more proud of myself. And so, yeah, I raised my direction prices because I was like, this isn't even worth it for me to do it at this price, so I should raise it to a price that's worth it. And I got a little bit of pushback, but then I was like, you know what? No, I'm literally one of, like, 5 directors in Japan that can do bilingual direction. And when it comes to, like, bilingual as in, like, directing bilingually, like, not just, like, bilingual capable directors, I'm, like, one of 2 people. So, like, bro, I should be reflecting that in my prices a little bit. Because, like, you are using that. Because, like, the particular client was using that, like, bilingualiness. And I was like, yeah, no, I should definitely be charging you enough to make it worth it for me to go. Because at the time, I was like, the price they asked for, I was like, I'd probably be better off just staying at home and resting. I could use the rest. Ooh. I'm better at these. Okay. Yeah, I think a lot of artists, myself included, struggle with pricing themselves. It's really difficult because, like, it also changes constantly. Like, it does. It changes constantly. Like, year to year, your prices will need to change as not only does the market change, but also your skill set and your past works change. So it becomes very difficult. Nah. Bruh. Oh, in the same boat? Yeah. Try not to overwork yourself. Yeah. Because, like, that's kind of where I am right now. Like, I'm kind of like, no, I should be charging more rather than working more because I work crazy hours. Crazy hours. And I should just be working, like, the better jobs. Like, the ones that are willing to pay for me. Like, my actual price. Right? And, like, you come at a point where you're like, should I take on more jobs or better paying jobs? Can I do the better paying jobs? And you just have to, like, raise your price. And that's okay. Most people will follow you because they like you. And if they don't, then they didn't really value your work. So, you don't need them, right? And that's where I'm kind of at right now. I was like, well, they didn't really value my work. They wanted to use me as a singer without actually valuing me. I'm playing this. Woo! Okay. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now as well. Is like, you know, rather than taking on lots of small jobs, I'd rather take on larger jobs, and I feel like I'm at a place I can do that. So I hope that you're at a place you can do that too, or at least really close to it. Dun dun. Oh, I like this. I already have it hearted, so. Boo. Nyai. So cute.
Oh, so fast.
Pull. Hayai, hayai ne. Nya. Speaking of scary things, I gotta do like my visa soon. I was so sad. I kind of wanted to go to the Korea Nikkei concert because it's not like Korea is very far from Japan, but it's next month and my visa will be under review, so I can't go. Ah. Yeah, I wanted to go. Yeah. Ah.
Muse!
Ah, my brain! Yeah! Why is it so hard? Yeah! Buh! Naruhodo, there's stuff in there. That's what made it hard to see. Okay. Oh, my brain doesn't work this fast! Yeah! I'm glad you're taking breaks. That's good. Flights to Korea are so cheap from Japan. Seoul that, yo. I was like, honestly, if it's in Seoul, I can get there in like 3 hours. I can just fly on over. So I really wanted to go, but so the thing is, my visa takes a really long time to renew. So I will be doing it next week. I have until the 17th to do it. So I'm gonna do it next week. But then it's probably gonna take about a month and a half to 2 months for it to come through. Oh yeah. And so that's the issue. It just takes so long, and so I won't be able to travel while it's under review. This is cute. Okay, anyway. Nickel hacker? Abracadabra in Chinese. そうなんだ。ブローティームさん、なるほどね。Yeah, I understand. Parinya has a really good point. It's really hard to raise your prices because you're afraid people will be like, no. So it's a really difficult thing to do. I mean, I've struggled to raise my price a lot because I'm like, I really feel like I should, but at the same time, like, do they really? Will they pay it? This seems impossible. Let's play it.
Like, will anybody pay it? No value.
And that's really scary because, like, it's really scary to, like, be face to face with the fact that people don't value you as much as you hope they do. You know? I'm also definitely that person where, like, sometimes artists will tell me, like, a really low price, and I'm like, no. How about I give you more? So, yeah, that actually happened fairly recently with somebody with Lumin. They were like, I charge this much, and I was like, that's ridiculous. I'm paying you more than that. Your work's too good. But, like, I can tell a lot of people, especially online, are, like, really afraid to, like, really afraid to say, like, a good price because they don't want people to go somewhere cheaper. And, like, I just kind of hope more people care about quality, you know? I care about quality. I work with people I like the work of, and so, like, a lot of times they're like, oh, it's gonna cost this much, like, with these add-ons, is it okay? And I'm like, yeah, it is. Sure. Thanks for making it beautiful. And they're always like, you know, and I'm like, yeah, it's fine. Go for it. Like, it's great that you've got those prices for people that are, like, you know, worried about budgets. But I also, you know, depending on exactly what it is, I'm fine. That's fine. So I was like, I think your work is worth that, so it's fine. Or more. Probably it's worth more. Okay. This is not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Yeah. So is there a story behind Muse Dash? Cause like the characters look like they have stories. It looks like they've got them. One-sama dare? Boo! Let me know that Nanahira used to sing Dojin and Toho songs before becoming very popular. So nana? It's actually one of these songs Nanahira. Ah, so nanda! I did not know that. Thank you. It's good to know. My permanent residency did not work out. No, I cried many days for that. Yeah, no, I did not get permanent residency. I believe I was told in... Ooh. I ain't gonna play that. I was told, when was it? It would have been... Must have been in July-ish? It was like right before I went abroad. And that sucked. I think I wasn't really streaming a ton that month because I was busy with like Stella's brother's wedding and stuff. But yeah, I think I was told in June or July. And I was super sad about it. That actually wasn't bad though, hold on. Okay. This seems impossible, let's play it. 7 is easy? Alright. Get ready for some scuff, guys. Get ready for some scuff! Lores of the notes of the bosses actually enjoyed. Oh, okay. Ah! Ah, mo muri. Hold on, I might not be able to talk much through this one. My brain. Ghosts. I like the... What is this timing? Is it black? Is it like, is the scream gone black because I'm bad at this? Leaf is infamous for making nightmarish songs in the rhythm game. It was hard. It was hard. I had a hard time. It was Muses in the Dash, naruhodone. I kind of liked that one though, because that was pretty fun.
I survived!
Just, wait, ちょっと待って、これ何? That was a trip. I still haven't made it through all of the songs yet. That seems fun. Okay. It's about time for me to stop streaming soonish. So I'm gonna pick a couple more songs and call it a day. Yeah, I think I've already played that one, have I? Okay, fine. You got me. I'll play the puppy poopy poop. How many more songs are left? Too many. We'll have to do a third stream where I just try and get through all the songs. Cricket said meow. Eh? What? Wait, ちょっと待って. What? Stella, don't do that! You scared me! Ma! I thought I heard you screaming. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're gonna try this again. She ruined my combo. Stella came up behind me all scary like, Ma! Ma! I heard like a roar, and I was like, oh, cricket! And then I heard, no! And I was like, what? And it was Stella. It was just Stella being like, it's me. But she sounded like she was dying. I thought there was like blood on the floor or something. Ma. Again? Is it the song? Maybe it's the song. I could have sworn I heard something. It was like, oh! Pika pika. Pika pika pika. What's this dude doing on the side here? He's like Raven. Ah. Ah. Okay. Terrified. Okay. これむずっ。むずんだけど。This is hard. I don't think I'm smart enough for this game. That dude over on the right is so distracting. Yes. 悲しい時にかい。にゃー、カオス、カオス。あ。にゃー、ギャー。読めなかった。What is happening? Nah. Yeah. Okay. なんとかなってきた。いるケースポチコロネナナヒラネママレード twins. Ooh, is that coming up? Song is actually one of the infamous singles by a famous V singer named Pochi Korone. Korone-chan? Yeah, isn't she Hololive? I actually know who that is. I actually know who that is. Level up. Honestly, Lily would be great at that song. So da yo ne. That's cute. Ah, でもぽいね。あ、そうだね、コロネポチ。そうだね。Oh yeah. Should I try 7, guys? I will. Okay, I'm gonna try. Oh, ZZZ, have fun! Zenziru! Yeah, we're getting close to the next update, huh?
ですよね。
Oh, different korone. Soっか、コロネ多いわ。How many dogs named Korone are there? Too many? Do, 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 do. Ah! 無理でした。Maybe I was a minor. You know what? I was not ready for this.
No.
I'm not good at these.なんだか暑いぞ。ドゥドゥドゥドゥドゥドゥ。はい。
無理無理無理無理。
My brain. I should have played Suika game today. I like this part. How dare! Since a couple of the bunny girl version of Dinton Miguel. Ah, so nanda! That's interesting too. So cute! Okay, last. We'll do one more. We will do one more. What should I do? Song. Cool. I'll get there eventually. Catalyst. Ooh. Maybe not for the last song, but it sounds cool. Also cool. I want something super my type. Maybe not. That sounds cool. Maybe not from my last song. I want a song that's super my type. Let's go. It's cool though. Shineki. That's pretty my type. Okay, we'll try that one. Okay. 結構タイプだよ。柴犬 Okay. Plus one golden retriever. Lumin do Marmalade twins. I like this one. Wee. Where's Marmalade? Okay, maybe I'll look at Marmalade Twins. Maybe I'll do that after this. Wee. Yeah. Boop. I'm gonna do requests. Boo boo boo. 集中力がもう切れてる。よし。やばい。こういうのが苦手。Oh, my brain. No. I like the rappy part. This would be a great DDR song. Like Sandstorm. Yay! Okay, that was cute. Chihuahuas! Happy core idol. I do like happy hardcore. Alright, let me find that marmalade boy one. Ah! Dun 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 dun. Okay. Okay. How do I search for this search. There are no songs. Search. Wait, Oh, I see. Futsuni. Marmalade Twins. Hi. The one I just passed. Okay. I cannot do it on that. Okay, we'll do it here. I got it. There's a... Huh. Cute. Okay, this will be my last one. I have work tomorrow, as I do every day. I gotta cast a whole thing tomorrow. Boop. Yeah. That was cute. No. That was cute. Wee. Yeah. Hey. Cute. Like that note. Yeah. Do cha brr. Do. Yeah. Poop. Oh, cute. This one's not too bad. I'd say as I get to the hard part. Yeah. Ooh. 集中力が切れてるぞあ 90% だよ。よし! Alright! I think that's good for today. Probably good for today. I will be back next week. Hopefully with more normal streams. I don't even know anymore. Help.
Help.
This is a cry for help. It's been so busy. In addition to my normal work, I had to do 25 hours of direction in like a week. I had a full schedule. As you can probably tell, my voice is a mess. Today we were doing action voices, and I'm the type of director that models a little bit, so I'm like, you know, all the time. Like, I'm like, oh, we want something less like and more like She's like, okay. Like, because, like, how else am I going to explain that? I'm like, we want the to be more like hi, I guess. And then she'll be like, and I'm like, no, we want it to be like no, we want it to be like instead of you know. My direction is very ouchy. Alright. Oh yeah, I love action. So the thing is that I would say that I'm a little specialized in action.
I did karate.
And so I really love directing action, but it's also really rough on my throat because I have to do it if, like, they don't get it. Like, if it's like kick or something, they're like, ha! And I'm like, I don't feel like you really kicked me. And they're like, what? And I'm gonna go like, ha! And they're like, oh, ha! And I'm like, no, that's like a swing kick. And they're like, yeah? And I'm like, no, it's like a front kick. And they're like, ha! And I'm like, no. Go like, ha! You know? So I have to do a lot of that. Or like, you know, if like a character's got like a heavy weapon and they're swinging it around, it's like, right? Okay. But, and you know, a lot of times, like when I'm like, okay, you're swinging around a heavy weapon, they're like, hey! And I'm like, oh, that's not it. So it's a little bit difficult because, like, to direct action, you kind of have to just do the thing. But that means that if the voice actor is having to do it 130 different, like, you know, damage, like, right? They have to do 130, like, right? I have to do that many too. Generally. Sometimes they'll get it without me saying anything. I'll be like, quick slap. And they're like, and I'm like, good job. But, yeah, I generally have to do it a lot. And so, like, that on top of my own work is a lot. Because, like, I actually had a really action-heavy character on Thursday, I think. I don't know. What day is today? Friday? Yeah, I guess Thursday. I had a really action-heavy character yesterday. So going in and then doing action today, like, that's why today was not a singing stream. Is because I was like, my voice will break. Because I also, like, this morning's character that I did was a very, very yelly character. And I like yellers. They're fun. But I had a very yelly character. And then, yeah, last night was very yelly. And then today, I directed very yelly. So I was like, oh, it's a time for quiet game. Probably should have played Suika game. But yeah. Whew. Yeah, honestly, it was a chatting stream with Muse Dash in the background. Sorry, everyone. But am I? I'm not. But am I? How do you identify kicks by voicing? That's a good question. So, like, the thing is that, like, it depends on, like, the weight. So, like, for instance, like, if I say I want a punch sound, like, I don't believe you if you're just like, ha! And that doesn't feel like a punch to me. Like, there's no weight behind that. There's no, like, right? That's what I want. I want to feel your body in your voice because, you know, it's a game / anime or something, right? So I want to feel like, you know, like that you actually punched me or could punch me. But if you're just like, yeah, then like, hiya. Like, I don't believe you at all. And like some people who maybe aren't specialized in action, but they're very good voice actors, will be like, hiya! And I'm like, thank you. But I don't believe you. So, like, I have them kind of stand up and do the action, and they're like, I'm not trained for this. And I'm like, do it. Also, like, things like damage is really telling, because a lot of people were like, ugh. And I'm like, what kind of damage makes you go, ugh? Like, really, come on, like, trip. What do you sound like when you trip? And they're like, ugh. And I'm like, there you go. That's damage. Or, like, when you stub your toe, you're not just like, ow. Right? Nobody goes, ow. Everybody goes like, right? Or like, that's fine, I'll take that. Or they'll be like a flinch. Or like if you're surprised from behind by an enemy, it's not just like, huh? You're not just gonna be like, huh? You're gonna be like, right? It's important. So like, there's a lot more like diaphragm action that goes in, and I really like action efforts. And so I'm really picky about them. I won't just let go. No, oh no. Oh yeah. Yeah, I need some crit rate. I'm not trained for this. I'll be like, give me a kick. And they'll be like, where? And I'm like, anywhere. And I'll be like, this is a front kick. And they'll be like, yeah. Or then they'll be like, ha! And I'm like, that feels like a swing kick or something like that. Like, or like a drop kick is like, ha! Right? So like, you know, it's, you can tell. You can tell. Nah. I need some cricket snuggles. Okay. I'm gonna go get some cricket.
Proceeds to make a hole in the wall.
Alright. I go for ouch. Yeah, it's a little bit difficult because like it depends on the person. Because some people like stub their toe and they're just like, right? But Lumin goes, ow. Okay. So anyway, it's time for me to get going because I got places to not be. I got couches to lay on. I have work tomorrow, and so I need my brain to sleep for at least 2 minutes. I will see you guys next time. Probably sometime next week. I swear I will sing at least once. Don't know when. I'll let you guys know probably Saturday. There's a decent chance I'll stream Monday, but I don't know. So I will not make a promise that I'll stream Monday, but there's a decent chance. There's a decent chance. So I hopefully will see you either Monday or Tuesday. It'll be one of the two. Maybe. Unless it's not. I don't know. Anyway. Matane. And yeah, thank you guys so much for being so supportive of the Lumin first anniversary thing. I saw you guys liking and retweeting and all of that. That really helps out. Thank you so much. I hope that I'm able to give you like a super great first anniversary stream because you guys have been so supportive this whole time. And I'll do my best this year to be more social. I know I made a lot of excuses earlier. But I'll do my best to be more social and get myself out there a little bit more and self-promote and actually post on social media sometimes. I'm sorry. And yeah, thank you guys so much for dealing with me even though I'm so, like, whiny. Even though I'm so whiny. I really appreciate it. And yeah, feel free to call me out on the fact that I'm terrible at making friends. I want to snuggle my cat on my couch. Okay, damatane. Thank you again for stopping by, and I'll see you next week where hopefully I'll be making less excuses. Bye-bye! See you! Matane! Love you! Matane, bye-bye!